Hi, welcome to my writing space. Today I wanted to go over some questions that you guys had, and the main one in particular I get most of the time is I mentioned a lot of my interviews that my favorite stage of writing is always the first draft, living the moment. And a lot of you say that's your least favorite part. You're having trouble even getting through that. How do you do that? So I want to talk about how my process works. Now, a lot of people will use most commonly an outline system, which for me doesn't work very well. In fact, this is what my outlines look like. They're pretty pathetic. I literally have my opening notes about what I need to add, middle, here are all my key scenes, climax, don't forget this stuff, falling action, key scenes, and do not forget. They're really lame, and I don't really use them. And so I don't usually recommend them. What I do is I do kind of what I call a Lego writing system, which is where when you come up with your idea, you usually have scenes in your head. Most people describe them being like a movie scene. Like you see the moment where for a romance, maybe the couple meets, or you see, a big fight scene that they have, or if it's action, you have this big battle in mind, or this big chase scene. You have those key scenes in your mind. So what I always say is write those first, the ones that come to mind. And as you write those, the other ones will start coming to mind too. Like, oh, for this scene to happen, this has to happen. And for that to happen, this would need to happen. And it starts building those pieces. And that creates your little Lego block. And you use that block, and you get enough of them, then they start clicking pretty easily. You're like, oh yeah, this connects to this, and this connects that way. And before you know it, you've written your whole first draft. It's just right there in front of you. And from there, you can tweak it. I'm going to add a Lego block here, change a color there, remove a piece until you have your finished book. And so that's what I do, and it works really well for me. It may not work for everyone, especially people who don't like to sit down and write. This is how I get them started. So if you have trouble even still getting started after that, send me a message, and we'll do another video trying to cover those topics, or I'll just send you a private message if it's just your personal problem. But I hope that works out for you and helps you kind of see how writing is the adventure itself and not the finished book.